Hello friends and welcome to the April haul. So I have a couple of things here. This I picked up at Barnes & Noble. I'll go through this, and then this is the Journalsay order that I placed, and some of this is just like restocking on some things, because one thing about Journalsay is, I'm going to just say this right now, is that things go away. It's like going to Costco. You go to Costco one week and you're like, I really like that. I think I need to get one. I'll pick it up next time. And then next time it is gone. So just if you see something on Journalsay that you really, really want it, it's probably a good idea to pick it up and hoard it, like get two of it. So that way when it disappears, you're not sad. So I did have some reorder stuff, and then there's some new stuff. So we'll go through this first. No, actually, you know what? Let's do Barnes & Noble first. So my Barnes & Noble it's like stepped up its game 100,000%. So on top of having a wide variety of fantastic books and all the good things, they also have a very, very large paper section, including notebooks, planners, notebook supplies, journaling supplies, all the things. Pens, they've got a huge selection of pens. They got like all the things. So, and I know most of them do, but what did surprise me was this right here. I found this. I kept the cover so you could see. So this is an A5 clear cover. Fits hopefully any A5 size, but we'll see with this one. And they're only $12.99. So if you order these normally from some of your favorite planner shops, and they're out of this size, or they don't have this pocket configuration, because one of the things that I like about this one is the pocket configuration on the inside is fantastic. So this is just a regular clear cover, like what we normally buy and put over our Hobonichis and our, any of our A5 planners. So I picked this up. It said it was $12.99. It was in the planner section, and it has, look at these cool pockets. It's got these two here. It's got a bigger one here. And then obviously, like, when you slip your covers in there, you can also slip something behind it like a pocket, and then the pen tab. So this is a little bit different than what I'm used to. And it does seem like it's meant for something a little bit smaller, but we'll see. We'll see, because it doesn't have like a thick spine on it like what I'm used to. So this may not stretch over, but I'm going to find out. For $12.99, it was worth a shot. And I figured I would show you here. That way, if it does work and it is something that we can use, then you have an alternate place to go and find them. Also, I love my Coffee Monsters Co. Where is it? It's in my purse. Hold on. Since I literally just walked through the door. This is the baby Lectrum, and this is the Coffee Monsters Co. one, which is like my favorite. I take it with me. This one goes in my purse so that I can make any notes, anything that I need in here. I've got my little tabs in here. Yeah, so this goes in my purse, but struggling to find a replacement for my Sterling Ink B6 sized all-in-one planner. So that one is quickly running out of pages. So even though it has like the weekly stuff still, like my weekly layouts in the B6, the pages in the back, it was only like had a little tiny chunk of pages in the back for dailies, and I use the heck out of that thing. Like, it is almost full. So I wanted to find something that I could start in May, because I think I have enough pages to get me through April, but I wanted something to start in May. So I picked up this. I also picked up a Wonderland 222, and I picked up something from Cloth and Paper. So when all three of those come in, I will pull them all out, and I will do a video where I compare them and see which one is going to be best for me as an all-in-one planner. So that's what this is to replace. This is to make an all-in-one planner that goes with me for everything from business to household to medical to everything. So that's what I use my B6 for, which I did find that I don't have enough room in it, so I moved up to the A5 size. So this is the new, apparently this is something that's new. This is the bullet journal from Lectrum. Supposedly has some new features. I'll flip it over so you can see the new features in case this is something that you're looking for. There's 206 pages. It's built for bullet journaling, ink-proof paper, smart dot grid, pocket. It's got a big old pocket in the back, lies flat, 3 bookmarks, numbered pages, and it's supposed to have, according to the outside paper, which I did take it out of the outside paper, the paper is supposed to be thicker. So I think that this might be a good alternative for my fountain pens, because I am on a fountain pen journey. So one of the things I did notice as soon as I took it, I haven't completely taken it apart here. So let me take this out. I also bought these. Let me show you really quick. I got these and they're just plain. So it's silver foiled, and it's just straight numbers and tabs with the months. And so this is from this company right here, and there's a whole section of these at Barnes & Noble, this brand, and they had a ton of planners, all kinds of stuff. But the only planner I found that I was really interested in from here right now was another one that was B6 sized, and so I wanted to go up to A5. So I'm going to go with this one. We'll see how this goes. I've also got the other two coming, the Wonderland 222 and one from Cloth and Paper that are coming that I will check out. But it's got like all of these like inserts in here to tell you. So I'm going to keep that so that I can look at it later and see if there's anything in there that I should know about. But then when you open it up, you got like this dot grid on this side, and it's got all of your numbers, like your spacings. And then when you, this here, it's supposed to be a lay flat, and I'm sure just like every other book, you're going to need to train it to lay flat. Lay flat doesn't always mean lay flat. So here's a key where they've already started putting some stuff in here for you that tells you like the key stuff, and then your intention section, and then index section. There's a few pages of index, and then future log, and then you're straight into just dot grid. And the dot grid goes all the way through, nothing else on there, all the way through till the end. But if you look at it, there are some marks on here. There's some little marks at the bottom. So if you wanted to turn this into like a weekly vertical, you've got your lines right here. There's 3 dots here. If you want the half page, there's 2 dots here in the middle. So it's already like there's dots here on the sides. So it's already marked up for you to be able to make turning this bullet journal into what you want it to be super fast. So if you want to make a weekly spread, if you want to make a monthly spread, if you want to make a daily spread, you can do whatever you want in these. And they made it so easy with all of these little dot grids everywhere. I mean, not dot grids. Let me see. You probably can't see it from there because I'm being dumb, but there it is. Can you see those little 3 dots, 2 dots? So this is your thirds, this is your halves, and the same thing this way, third, half, third. So you can split your page up however you want to split it up. And so I thought this would be kind of fun for me, mainly because I do in my everyday everything planner, I do a lot of lists, whether it's stuff that needs to be done at home, a grocery list, menu planning. I do all kinds of stuff in there, which is why the B6 did not work, and I ended up using all of the pages in the back before I even got through the month of, we haven't even gotten to April yet, and it's like almost completely full in the back. So I do a lot of that. So I thought this might be a kind of a good alternative to that. There's also the Wonderland 222, which we'll go over when it gets here. So I will compare all three and see which one I think is going to be best. But when you get to the back of this thing, you've got your last page, which is 206. Then you've got like a little divider page, and then a gigantic pocket in the back where you can keep some of these little extra goodies. So these are just your different sizes, that's nothing. But then in here you got this came in it, which are 1 through 31, Monday through Friday, or sorry, Monday through Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, yeah, Monday through Sunday. But it goes, I have to look at the book to tell me, and then the months to tell me exactly how they think you should use this. But then you've got also some dots on here. So you've got some pre-sticky stickers on here that are already printed for you, if you're not able to print your own or buy them from someone else. So you have that. And then there's a little bullet journal book in here, which is basically telling you the system and how the system works. And yeah, power, purpose, why, what and why. And then like all of some like the little index area, set up your index, set up your future log, set up your monthly log. It tells you, there's the monthly log. It tells you what to do with it, like how they envision you using it. But to be honest, it's literally a dot grid notebook, and you can do whatever you want. But if you're new to bullet journaling and you want something to tell you how, or you want some ideas, this is a good little book to have in there. So you've got these, which you can tuck in that back pocket. So now last question that we have is this sucker going to fit in here? So this is the A5 hardcover Electrum, which this elastic band is not going to be my friend, because it should not have elastic on it. And if I'm going to put it in a cover like this, I'm going to clip that elastic off anyways. But I am very curious as to whether or not, yeah, no, this is definitely not going to fit this. So just keep that in mind. That, look at, like when it's open, it looks like it would fit it. But then once you try to close it, you lose about that much space because there is no spine on this one. So I'm kind of curious what it is exactly that they expect you to use this on as far as it being an A5 size. I guess maybe in like a traveler's notebook, but A5 size, like that style, like this flimsy kind, maybe something like that in here. That might work. I don't know. I don't know. A thinner A5, something without such a thick spine, or maybe even a soft cover. I don't believe I have a soft cover one that's not already in another planner cover. No, I don't. I don't have anything to put in here to test it. But when the Wonderland 222 comes in, and when the so the cloth and paper is a little bit smaller than an A5, so that might fit in here. I really do want this to work on something because I love these pockets. So anyway, we'll keep looking. We'll keep trying. Let's see what that actually does fit on, because this book is pretty thick and it is very very stout. Okay, now Journalsay. Let's move into this one. So here you go. This is where you can find the goodies. There might even be a code on the back. Yeah, there's a thank you 5 code on the back for 5% off your next order, but I did set up a code with them for you guys, which it doesn't give you a ton off. I think it's like 8%, but you can always find sales. So I don't even remember why I bought these. We'll just look at them and see. These are a rebuy. Let me grab my little container so I can put them in it. See? And I'm going to show you something, just so you can see. Here's a back page of how they look. So this is using the coffee book that I have that I got from Journalsay and the overlays on it. And this was the last week in March in my planner. So this is like just the back cover of the week of March. And this is my Jane's Agenda papers that I had here. But isn't that like cool? And these are the overlays, some of the overlays. Here's a coffee one and then some of the other ones. So I'm finding that I use them a lot and I really, really love them. So these ones right here are the postage overlays. I want to say, here's the name of them so you can find them if you want to find them. And then this one is all of these, like, I have them right here in this bucket, but you can kind of see that these are kind of like, there should be 2 of each, but look at how pretty those are. They're just such, they're so pretty. So pretty. But I'll give you an idea of what those look like. So those go in there. And then this one is a new one, I think. Or it might be that same one. I don't know. I know for a fact this one's new. But this one might be the one that I have already in. Oh no, this is different. Ooh, these are nice. I love these. These are like war bond looking stuff. Look at that. Those are so stinking cool. I love these. So these are not washi paper. Oh, that's my favorite right there. Oh my gosh, can't wait to use these. These aren't washi paper, just so you know. It's got that shiny stuff on the back. That's what comes off. And what's on top of it is like a, what do you call it? Frosted clear. That's what it is, frosted clear. So it's not washi paper. It's a little bit thicker than that, just so you know. I love these so much. Hopefully you can get an idea. I don't want to pull them all out and like lay them all out, but these are so stinking cool. Okay, these ones are the coffee stains, which again, I use the heck out of them because I use a lot of coffee kits because I love coffee kits. Love, 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 love. I love the colors too of coffee kits, but these are all like different types of coffee stains. Some of them have like postmarks and coffee stains. Some of them are just bigger than others. Some of them are very stained. which these are just fun overlays to put in over your artwork, especially if you're just needing to give it just that one little extra thing. And it's even more fun to use this and then foil over the top of that. Like you take like little foil elements overlays and stick them on top of it, and then that's just a whole nother level of fantastic. Okay, these are just different, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of obvious what they are. They're like just overlays with different textures. That's what I was looking for. Couldn't think of the texture word. So like paint splatter texture, some like noise, looks like, that almost looks like rain. Oh, I love that one with the dots and the grid. And then this one is just chaos. So I just grabbed some of these because I thought these would be fun underlays. So these are not things that I plan on putting on top. These are things that I plan on putting underneath, just to give me like a little bit of fun texture underneath whatever artwork that I'm putting down. So that's, love the checkerboard patterns. You know me and my checkerboard, I love that. This, and this. So that's those ones. So those are probably not the only, nope, here's a whole nother one in here. Oh, this one is another, I think, rebuy of the other set. Yeah, because I have these already. I know it's hard, it's like dang near impossible to see because hopefully you can kind of see on there, but this is what these ones are. So there's just a whole bunch of different postal ones that I picked up. And these ones are a little bit different than those because those ones are lighter. I wanted to try a different set of them, but they are pretty large. This is something that you might want to do like on a big old daily page or something because they are quite large. These ones are definitely different than the other ones. There's 2 of each. But there's like a lot of like film strip stuff. Ooh, there's a nice one that's small. I love the script on that. And there's a flower. Look at that. That is cool. With the white. Yep. I love these. There's 2 of that. And then this one with the little plane on it. Anyway. I know you probably don't want to see all of these. I want to see all of these because I'm just remembering why I bought them. Because yes. And they're all upside down. I get it. It's just the way I open the package, and trying to hold this and this at the same time is a pain. Well, that's a nice small one. It's got all the months on it. And the last one in here is this one. My flower of the day. See, those are just so stinking cool. So if you're looking for overlays, underlays, all that kind of stuff, this is definitely the place to go. I have more. Oh yeah, these are, I gotta find a white piece of paper so that I can just lay them out for you so you can actually see them. Hold on. Let's just do it this way because there's more. We're gonna starting off April with a bang. I got 3 new planners to play with and try to figure out, and then look at all this goodness. So these are, and there seems to be several of each, so you don't have to be shy about using them. There seems to be at least 3 of each so far. I'm just going to lay them all out so you can see the different ones. That's Journey. I'm getting there. Wouldn't these ones I think would be really fun to put over just some plain colored washi at the bottom, and then just lay this kind of offset it over the side. I think that would look really cool. Perfect. That one's different. Oh, that one's that one. I think that's all of them right there. But this is what these ones look like. Sorry about my lights. They're gonna glare and shine because these are on the glossy clear paper. So there's those ones. And then what else do we have? Oh yeah, the Girls' Day. I picked up 2 of those. I got that. Oh, this. Oh yeah. Sorry. I'm gonna find all the things. I told you I was stocking up because I actually went back to pick up something else from Journalsay and they were gone. It was completely gone. So this time I was like, nope, you're not gonna do that to me again. I'm going to stock up. So this is just this one again. There's just 2 of them. So I'll stick that one in there and then show you these. So this is music, which this month, this is perfect for, I'm doing, I have Singing in the Rain from my own collection, the one that just came out. And I'm going to use these with that because that's the collection I'm using right now. There's 2 of each of them. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit all of them on here so you can see them perfectly, but I will try. There's some smaller ones too. Oh, that one's cute. That one. And this one. Yeah, okay. And this one. I think that's it. Okay. Hopefully you can see all of these. So these are like the music ones, which I thought would go perfect with Singing in the Rain, which is why I picked them up. And I did pick up 2 of them because I do plan on using Singing in the Rain for the entire month of April in my everyday planner. So those are going to be fantastic for that. And then next, sorry, I know there's a lot of stuff in here. So I found these, which I thought were really, really cool. So I'll show you the outside packaging of them in case this is something you want to pick up, but this is what it looks like. So when you look it up on the website, this is what you're looking for. So this first one has patterns. And this is on washi paper. So what you get here is 1 sheet of each, so they're not exactly the same, just so that you can see them. This is washi paper, and these are all numbers, and then there's a couple little quotes in here, but I thought these were really, really pretty because they have like this almost florally pattern behind all of the alphabet and the numbers, and I just thought they were really, really pretty. I thought these would be nice little overlays as well, so that's that one. And this one is the typeface, which I thought would go really, really well next month with the novel Brew, which is next month's collection, which just came out right now. So I thought these would be really fun because they have kind of a bookish vibe to them with the books in the background, the book pages. So I thought these would be really cool for that. And then this one is I think I just like the font on this one. I don't think I had an actual plan for it. I just liked the font. So this one is these 2 pages right here. This one right here is one that I think I'll use like in October, late September. I thought that would be kind of fun. But there's that one. So like I said, this is washi paper. So these are the thinner ones. I'm making quite the mess over here on the side where I don't have any more room. And then this is absolutely stunning, stunning. So this is the name of this one. Hopefully the glare, there you go. This is the name of this one. And this one, oh man, I saw this and I almost bought multiples of them, but I wanted to check it out first. But look at how it comes packaged with this beautiful little packaging that it's in. But there's quite a few sheets in here. Let me get this off. And let's take that, and then it's got this, which I want to keep because I think that's pretty. Isn't that pretty? That would look really cool on like a sidebar. That's really pretty. I'm going to keep that. Okay, so here they are. Oh my gosh, how beautiful is that? Absolutely stunning. So these are full, I believe. Let me just double check. Yeah, these are full sheets. So if you want just a part of this, and it is washi paper, you can either rip it, you can cut it, you can use it as a full sheet, you do whatever you want with it, but these you will have to do something with them because they are full. But here's this one. There's 2 of each. 1, Look at that rose. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. And then there's this one. It has June on here. It's just, they're just really, really fun. So if you're into those full sheets of washi where you can just rip them and put them down, it's similar to this right here, but this is in sheets and this is in strips. So you can tear it any old way you want and then lay it down like washi tape, or you can do corners and put it in a corner and then lay something over the top of it. You do however you feel like decorating. But I thought these would be beautiful for spring and summer because I just think they're absolutely fantastic. So there's those. Super happy with those. I kind of figured I would be because as soon as I saw them on the website, I was like, yeah, I gotta buy those. Then I got this one I didn't pick up last time, and because I am in love with these books, just like I just can't get enough of these damn books. These are so fantastic. But one page is the glossy clear, and then it's the exact same artwork on washi. And this one gave me kind of like either Valentine's Day or like winter. The colors, maybe even fall, but how pretty are these? I just thought these were gorgeous. Yeah, I'll show you the washi ones because it's going to be easier to see the washi ones, but the first one ahead of it is exactly the same. It's just in that glossy paper. And I've used both. I tend to use the glossy ones on pages that I'm not like, on stuff I know I'm not going to keep, like what I just showed you had a lot of the glossy on it because that's not something that I'm going to keep. But like in my journal, when I have extra pages in my journal that my subscriptions didn't fit in, like I ran out and I have say a week left and I don't want to use a whole nother, subscription, I'll just grab my books and I'll do the last week in the books. I tend to use the washi on that and save the glossy for my weeklies because the weeklies I just take them out and toss them out and it don't feel as bad because I'm not a glossy, they're not my favorite, the glossy stuff. I love washi paper, but there's this one. And it just kind of gave me like either Valentine's Day or Christmas vibes, one or the other. So there's that whole book, and that's what that one looks like. And then this, I bought 2 of these because I just thought these girls were so stinking cute. So I picked up 2 of them. And again, it's going to be both glossy but this one, the washi's on the top, so I'll just flip it that way. So this is what this one looks like. And these are all kiss cut, so you just take out whichever piece you want and you add them to your page. And here's this one. Look at that, Movie Monday, Camera Wednesday, Tuesday. So it's like a lot of days of the week stuff in here. Sorry, I skipped a page. There's some beauty and Sunday. And I just thought the girls in here were cute. Like I like how they look. I like the colors of this one because we've got spring and summer coming and I thought the greens would be perfect. So I did, like I said, I picked up 2 of them. So I have an extra one, but that's what that one looks like. And they had a whole bunch of these, but different girls in different scenarios. So I just happened to pick up this one because I really liked it, but they did have other ones of this. So there's all of those. And then I picked this up to try. And I don't know if that other thing that I bought was what I actually thought it was. So I think I probably clicked on that and didn't realize what I was picking up. This one, I liked the houses in here. If I can, sorry. I have all this stuff is sticking to me, so I can't get it open. So sometimes when I just want to throw down like some washi paper and a couple of little houses or something on there, on a page, I thought these would be fun for that. So it's washi paper. So it is held together with this. Almost reminds me of medical tape. The tape. Okay, so look at how cute these houses are. I really love the colors. I love like the whole aesthetic of it. I just think they're stinking adorable. So there they are. Look at the little bakery. And there's a ton of them. That little like fruit stand. That reminds me of like New Mexico. Look at that one. That one's pretty. That looks like oh, that's a church. they're pretty much all different. So I'm gonna stop here because otherwise I'm gonna unroll the whole thing. But you can get an idea of where my head was when I picked this up. I just thought it was really pretty if I just wanted to put one piece of artwork and like some washi tape and maybe an overlay or something, and then that's it. I'm done with the page. And I thought this was really cute. So I got that one. And then I don't know what this is. I'm not sure what this is. I feel like I thought it was something else when I bought it. I'm probably not going to use it. Let's see if I can get it open and we can both look at it. This one doesn't have a little thing to grab it. It is definitely washi paper. So it's like washi tape almost. Let me get the sticky part off the back though. Probably going to ruin the whole. Yeah, I guess it might be kind of fun to put down. Oh my goodness, I can't even get it up. Okay. I'm going to make a "that's what he said" joke. There. Yeah, this is not what I thought it was when I bought it. And it is not kiss cut, so you would have to, here, as a matter of fact, I can just do it because I don't really like it, so it's not a big deal. So you just pull it off the backing and then lay it down. That actually might be kind of cute to use like washi tape, something like that. Throw something over it. Yeah, that might be kind of cute. I might still use it. I don't know. Anyway, that's what that looks like. Okay, so that's everything that I got from Journalsay. So again, down in the description below, there's a link. If you use the link, you can you can use the discount code. And hopefully you can still find this stuff on there. But like I said, my suggestion is always going to be, if you like it, it's not, their website is very cheap. Their shipping is very cheap, but their products are not cheap. So as far as like the quality, I've used all of these now quite a lot. And I can say that these are 100 times better than Temu. So yeah, I totally recommend Journalsay. If you're into this kind of stuff, this is the place to get it, and the prices are super reasonable. So if you like it, I would just pick it up. They're like inexpensive enough to where if you don't like something, you just be like, whatever, I just won't use it, or gift it to somebody else, and it's not gonna like hurt because you didn't pay, you know, $12 for this. You paid $1.50 for it. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's all I have for you now. I'll be back in just a minute with some more. Thanks. I have a couple of packages here today. This one took a really long time to get here, and I was starting to panic because I'm on my last candle and I always have one burning, and then I'd have to go to my own stash, which I can do because I absolutely love my candles, but I need to sell them. So I can't be dipping into my own stash. So I'm kind of excited that it finally showed up. It actually showed that it shipped like weeks ago, so it must have got lost in the mail somewhere, but here is my Vela box. This is my monthly candle subscription, and this is what it looks like when you open it up. This is like their little teaser of what you're going to get this month. There's some little extras in the bottom. I'll get rid of the box, and let's see what the extras are. So little greeting cards. Oh, that's cute. Those are cute. Little, oh, that's nice. Little birthday one. My main squeeze. Those are adorable. I like those. Those would go good if you're giving a present. Yeah. And then this one is Dirt Road. Is that the name of the candle company? Huh. Interesting. Anyway, there's a little card you get. And let's put that on my desk. Let's see what's in here. So it's in this fun bag. And then when you open it, Chasing Rays, smells like current mood, warm and sunny. Yep, that's the name of the candle company, Dirt Road Candle Company. That is so funny. All right, let's give this one a sniff test. Ooh, yes. Oh, orange, lemon. Oh my gosh, that smells like sunshine. It is so good. It is so good. It is so good. Anyway, all right. Perfect. I love this subscription. Don't ever plan on stopping it. They are a little bit expensive, but being a candle maker, I can tell you that they're not. They're not out of this world expensive. It's about the right price. All right, next, Goulet pen. So I already unboxed this, which I will actually use for the sake of my own sanity when swatching out the inks that are in here in my little swatch book, but this is my cheap pen order. So yeah, I have my expensive pen, which never leaves my desk. It will never, ever, ever leave my desk. And then I have this right here, which is my cheap pen order. Oh my, oh, that's right. There were freebies. Don't freak. I didn't buy 4 pens. Two of these are freebies. So it was like a buy one and then you get another pen for free. And then I wanted to try out an ink sample. Autumn Oak Smoke Noir. Yep, there we go. That's what I ordered. Just making sure that, yeah, I knew there was some stuff at the bottom. And then these, and then you get candy. Sorry, what a mess. I'm making a mess. Okay. Tootsie Pop Minis. Then your little sticker, and then this tells you how to refill your pens. If you ever order from Goulet Pens, this is a fantastic company to order from. First of all, they ship really fast. Obviously, because that's where I bought this, and it came before anybody else's, because I've noticed that everybody's still kind of waiting on their pens. So yeah, they ship really, really fast. And they also give you a ton of information. The website is fantastic. Super, super easy. Yeah, love, 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 love this company. I use this and jet pens pretty much primarily for all of my goodies. Get your little sticker there. Then attached to my invoice are the 2 converters for the pens. So I did only buy 2 pens, but there are several in here. And then everything comes, look at how they ship it. They're like really careful about how they ship. So you make sure that your ink isn't like spilling all over the inside of your box. So everything comes in these little plastic wraps. I decided to start this just to see how these look, like just getting a sample, and then if I like it, I can order the whole bottle instead of ordering the whole bottle, just because for storage purposes, I don't really have anything figured out yet for all these inks that I keep purchasing. So I decided to try one of those out. All right, so this is the Explorer. I bought two Explorer pens, and then these are freebies. So if you bought an Explorer pen, you got a Metropolitan Pop ballpoint pen. I have 2 of them. I'm going to give one to my daughter. So yeah, anyway, let's open these up because these are what I actually wanted from the website. So I got the white one, and this is how they come. They come in these little cases like this. Then you open it up. This is my favorite pen in the history of ever when it comes to cheap pens. They are absolutely fantastic. It comes with a little thing, but I don't use that because that's why I bought the converters. I just really, really love the way they write. Both of these are in the fine nib because that is the one that I gravitate towards the most. It is the one that I love the most. The only thing about this pen, here's the one that I have currently, which is how I know I love them, is you can see that the cap won't stay on anymore. I did something to it when I dropped it on the ground. So I didn't get the same color to replace it. I'm going to keep that one, but that one's going to stay on my desk because I don't want to put it in my bag and have the cap come off and then ink go everywhere. So I picked up a couple of new ones to actually take with me when I'm on the road, which is pretty much going to work. That's my road, going to work. And then I picked up this one, which is that matte black one, which, open it the right way, which I thought was just really, I really liked it. I thought that this one would go really well. Both of them I thought would go really well with whatever planner covers I happen to be using at the time, no matter what I have. Like they're both nice neutral colors that will pretty much go with anything. So I got those 2. And then the converters are right there. Like when you go to the website at Goulet Pens, they have everything right on the page that you're on. So you don't have to go looking for it. Like right when I order the pen, the option right below it is to add the converter. if you want it. So it's super easy. You don't have to worry about getting the wrong one, which is actually a fear of mine because I've already done it once before. I bought one that I thought, a converter that I thought went with the pen that I had, and it was not the case. It was not. So you just take this little bladdery looking thing out, and then you replace it with this. Oops, put it in the right way would be nice. And there are little, let me see if I can line it up so you can see it. There are little notches, so you can't mess it up. It's only going to fit together where the little notch is. So when you're putting it together, you just kind of shove it in there and then put it back together, and then you're ready to go. Okay, let me put those off to the side, just in case you're wondering. And then this is just like a little placeholder for whatever you're going to put in there, whether it's your ink cartridge or the converter. And now let's get into some fun stuff. So I picked up 2 inks. I've been trying to find a less black that I like, that's like more of a gray. And I saw this one, so I decided to try it out, because I don't always want the ink to be like overpowering, especially if I'm using like pastel kits or whatever, and I don't want to have to change my ink every single time. So let's get out the ink book and give it a try. All right, so smoke. Let me see what I did with all the goodies. Let me bring this over here so I don't make a giant mess everywhere. I don't have any real rhyme or reason, which I probably should have organized this a little bit better, and maybe someday when I grow up I will organize it better by trying to put like a lot of the families together of ink, but I don't really have a big enough collection to really worry about it. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep going the way I've been going. And oh gosh, if I can get it open. Is there a, oh duh. It's held. Boy, this one comes very well packaged. They do not want your ink spilling anywhere. Because not only did they put it in plastic wrap and in a plastic box, they've also got it wrapped like this. So I thought I lost my strength. Okay, now we can open it and see what color black this is, and hopefully not get it all over my hands, because that's a thing. Okay. Ooh, that's a nice black. That's a nice neutral gray. So this one is called Smoke. And it's drying down quite nicely. So I'll write the names of them in later, because I might fill one of those 2 pens with this to give it a try. So let's leave that one kind of over there. So again, this one is Smoke Noir, and this one is by Monteverde. So this is, I'm gonna show you it right here so that you can see which one it is. Monteverde ink. And yeah, that's this one. It doesn't actually say it on the bottle, which is sad, because if you don't keep that little thing, how are you going to know who you got this ink from? It's a good thing there's a swatch book. See? Okay, and then I got another diamine, and this one is Autumn Oak. I don't know. I'm on an autumn ink kind of a kick right now. So I told you in my swatching video that I was going to kind of looking for a new ink that I wanted to use for the fall. Well, that's not it. This is kind of like a couple of the other ones that I already have. So that's not the ink that's going to take over my autumn pen. It's pretty, but this is why I'm moving into these because I have a lot of inks that I probably won't use again, because that looks very similar to that, the Tom's Walnut ink. Look at that. It's like basically have the same ink twice. And then still not that one. That one is still much more saturated. I still love that Nostalgic Honey. So if I was going to reach for that color, it would be Nostalgic Honey and not the Autumn Oak. And then this is Noodler's Cheyenne. And let's give this one a go. Now that is more like it. Like that one right there, I think would be a nice autumn color for me. That's more of a brownish orange, but it's still got a lot of that orange tint to it that I really like. So I think after I ink up a pen with this and test it out, maybe this one I will actually be able to go on the website and order. So yeah, if you're on the fence about them, this is definitely the way to go, is to order the little samplers. This is like, you can get them on sale too. I think this was on sale for like $1 something. So this is enough ink to fill one of my cartridges and test it out. And in the meantime, order it if it's something that I really, really like. Instead of having a whole nother one, now I have 3 that kind of look the same. Okay, so that's that. And then I'm just going to quickly open the freebies so that you can see what the freebies were. So if you order right now, lately, Pilot, every single time I've ordered a Pilot pen, they've had some sort of a freebie with it. So this is the one. It's this really pretty purple, but it's a pen, and I'm not a big pen fan, like just regular pens, unless it's, let me see if it's, let me grab a paper. I want to see if this is a gel pen or a pen pen, because if it's a gel pen, we're on. If it's not, we're not. So, I mean, as far as pens are concerned, it's a gel pen, I think, because it had the little nib on it, but it kind of writes like a pen pen. It writes like a pen, but as far as pens are concerned, it's actually pretty nice. It's actually really, like, writes super smooth. It's actually a really nice pen. So we'll give it a try, because my new, some of the issues that I've been having lately is the bleed through on like anything that's Hobonichi or like that kind of thin paper. So it might be nice to try this out and see how that works. Maybe we'll have less bleed through. And this is the exact same pen. This one I'm going to give to my daughter because it was the freebie, buy one, get that. Okay, that's all I have for you now. I'll be back in just a minute with some more. Next up, I have 2 new planners. So in one of my other videos, I talked about the fact that I need to replace my Sterling Ink B6 because I am running out of room. I actually just finished filling in all of April, and that's it. So these are going to be starting in May. So I have 2 here to choose from. I don't know which one I'm gonna pick. So that's gonna be a whole nother video. So I'll just show you what comes in them. So first of all, let's start with the cloth and paper. So I love how these come in these little bags. I love taking these little bags places with me. Then when you open it up, you get a little freebie pouch along with this gorgeous bag. And then let's peek at what's in the freebie pouch. This month, I think the freebies are always the same. Yeah, it's this one right here where you've got it says Spotlight Stickers Sampler, but these are the ring hole reinforcers. So that's that. And then you get this like really pretty little card where you could use that if you wanted to. This is the new Valencia bag, which is, oh my God, expensive. I went and looked at it because I thought it was really pretty, but yeah, I don't need another bag. And then we have this little reusable bag that it comes in, and then you've got the agenda. So the agenda, this is a little bit, let me grab my cousin. So here's my Hobonichi cousin. You can see size-wise, it's pretty much the same size as an A5. Yeah. According to the dimensions online, it was a little bit smaller, but it's actually the size of an A5. So that's good, because that is what I have. As far as like covers are concerned, they're all A5. And then when you open this up, let's zoom you in a bit so you can see what the inside of this looks like. So this is the agenda. This is cloth and paper. And then when we open it up, it's a nice, soft but thick. Let's see how flat we lay. It's going to need a little bit of training, but it seems like it may. This book belongs to. Then when you open it up, you have the month of, I got this undated. Both of them are undated, so I can start them whenever I want, which, like I said, I wanted to start them in May. So month of May, tasks, important dates, next month, and then you've got a notes page. And there should be 12 of these. And then when you get past this, actually there's more than 12. And when I do the actual, like when I compare this to the Wonderland 222 and decide which one is going to take over, I will go over this a little bit more. But then you've got your weekly. So you've got the week of, So you can put all of your dates in here. You've got some tasks, habits, focus, and then a notes page on this side. And then you should have all the weeks of that. And I think that goes all the way to the end. Yeah, it does. So the whole rest of it is just a weekly and a monthly. So that's all you have in here. And then you have your back cover, which, because of the notes page right next to it, this might work for my carry-all, but probably not. I'm going to say probably not. But it might work as a really good social media planner instead of having to lug around my discs. So I don't know. Anyways, that's going to be a whole nother video. Now let's pull out what's in here. So in here is just my invoice and the box that it came in. And then you get this Wonderland 222 sticker with a little thing. You can actually put it right there in case you want to snapshot it. Then, oh, I love this. Love this. It totally reminds me of California with the bear. Oh my gosh, I love that. I'm going to put that somewhere. And then this is a seed thing. So you can plant this out in your garden, which I love. Going to use that too in my garden that I'm going to be planting on my deck. I'm going to have like a little container garden this year. And let's open this up. So I'm sure everybody's seen a Wonderland 222. It's not a new planner. It's obviously been around for a long time, but I haven't picked one up yet because I was really stuck on the Hobonichi Cousin for a while. And that obviously I ordered, but I haven't been super thrilled with the Hobonichi Cousin. I did get it in this beautiful brown cover, which I thought, let me back you out just a teeny little bit, which this totally goes with my aesthetic. It goes with all of like where my artwork is going. I've kind of moving more towards more neutrals. I do have some brights, definitely not as much as I used to, but I am totally loving the more neutral colors. And so I got this nice brown. And then the cover is, let's see how we open. I'm already breaking it. Oh, I love this. This cover feels, it's soft, but thick. I like that. I like it a lot. Let's open this sucker up. This has a lot of extra pages in the front, which I've been thinking a lot about how I want to use them and if I'm going to use them, but this does not have the good paper. It has the new paper. So we'll also have to see how that works because I may not really like that too much either, but these are some blank. I think this is basically like where maybe you would put your keys. These are all going to be blank because this is undated. So it's not going to give you any hints as to what this is for, but here you have like a forward calendar or a perpetual calendar. Then you've got some areas, they're just gridded out. So you can use this for whatever you want. I have some stuff on some sticky notes for what I thought I wanted to use this for. You've got several months of that. And then these are just grid pages. And then stay tuned for the video because in the video I will actually, because I have everything written down, I will actually have what these pages are intended for and what I intend to use them for. So you've got a bunch of these. And then you're into your, I don't know. Guessing those are the monthlies and the weeklies and the monthlies and the weeklies. And this goes all the way through. And then in the back, it should be all notes. Yeah, this is all notes. So this is the thing that I use the heck out of the most is the note pages. Let me see if I have my planner right here. And then kind of give you an idea of what I'm trying to replace. So this is my love. I love this thing. I have used the heck out of it. It is, absolutely adore it. But this I have used, we're not to that part yet, but every weekly, and then we're not to that part yet, but then look at the dailies. Like I'm all the way back here. So by the time I get through the month of April, I don't have enough to go through the month of May. So this is all I have left, is this like little stack right here in the back. And some of these are used in the back that I did pen testing with. So yeah, I'm done. I won't be able to go any further. I did start to decorate for April in here with the Singing in the Rain collection, but yeah. So this is my favorite planner. I should have bought another sterling ink, but I wanted to test out a couple other planners just to give them all a fair shot, because I'm already like pre-planning 2026 and what my planners are going to be, because I'm tired of bouncing around between planners. I want to pick my planners and stick with them for the year and use them for the entire year. And I totally would have used this for the entire year if I wasn't a ding dong and needed daily pages. But I do need daily pages in here, because I don't have daily pages in my business planner. My business planner is just a running to-do list, and then there's other stuff in there that has to do with like sales and things like that. So I do need my catch-all. My catch-all is a combination of home, business, life, appointments, the dogs, the baby, everything goes in here. So I do need daily pages. So that is why I picked up one of these, and I really do feel like this one is going to be better for replacing my sterling ink. And this one I think is fantastic, and I think would be perfect to go with this. They're the same size. I can throw them in my bag, and I can plan out my social media stuff and my weekly stuff on these two planners, because this one's much smaller. I think it's gonna be perfect. As a matter of fact, I think that cover that I got, let me see if I can find it, and we'll see if it'll fit. So the cover that I picked up at Barnes & Noble the other day that didn't fit on the other planners because it was the other planners are too big. It may fit on this one because this one is a lot thinner. So let's see. Let's check it out. Because if this fits on this planner, I have my cover for this one, and I only need to order one for this one. Well, it might. A little tiny bit of heat and stretching, and look at that. There's only a little bit. So I think if I warm it up, which I will do, I will warm it up, pull it a little bit, and then I will get it to fit on here. If you warm up this plastic a little bit, like with a heat tool or something, or a hair dryer, you can stretch it a little bit, but definitely not as much as it would need to stretch like this far for these planners, because they are so much bigger. But definitely for this one, it will definitely stretch around this one. So super happy. I have a cover now and everything. So anyway, that's all I have for you now. I'll be back in just a minute with some more. Next up is my order from Letters to Apollo. So this is actually my first time ever ordering from them, and I don't know why. I'm not really sure. It's not like I don't know about this company. I've known about it for a long time, but it came in, this is the packaging that it comes in. I did open it a couple of days ago, actually, is when it actually arrived, but I haven't had a chance to film. And I don't really have anything else to film today, but I do know that there's a whole bunch of things coming this week. So hopefully I'll have some more to share in this video. Otherwise, it's going to be a really small haul this month. Okay, so I did pick up a few foils because, yeah, I just did. So let's do those first because they are beautiful. So I love these stamp foils, like for overlays, and this is on washi paper, so it'll be almost completely transparent other than the foil when I put it over what I want. But it comes in, I think you can just pick it up as a bundle, but this is the gold and then the silver and then rose gold, which I just think are beautiful. Nice little subtle overlays. And then these, I wasn't sure. I kind of figured what I was going to do with them. These are also the same foils. You have rose gold, silver, and gold. Hopefully you can see that really well. I'm gonna try to make it so that it's not so shiny. I was thinking that since this is on washi paper, I could rip it and just do like torn edges and do like spots over like the bottom of, I don't know how to explain it exactly, but I'll use them with you. How's that? In one of my Plan With Me's, we'll kind of experiment and see what to do with these full foil pages. This was something I tried to experiment and do myself now that I have washi paper, and I've always had the ability to foil. And yeah, still just hate it. So I would rather just buy them from somebody else. So if you're waiting for me to be carrying these, the answer is no, it's not going to happen. Okay, so then I picked up two full little bundles here. The one that probably doesn't make any sense to anybody is I picked this one up, but I wanted it for fall, specifically for Thanksgiving. So this one is Cozy Corner. Yep, this one's Cozy Corner, and it's got a rose gold. Yeah, this one's got rose gold foiling, and it's just that like little dots, which is my favorite kind of foiling. I don't like it to be too overpowering with the foiling. I like it to be subtle. And so far this one I've noticed, because I've kind of already flipped through this. Sterling ink is the same way, and Graceful Muse is the same way. Harriet Wright does hers a little bit different. And I'm not always a huge fan of Harriet Wright Designs foil, but if Letters to Apollo was to do, I don't know, do they do a subscription? Or is that Sadie Stickers? I don't know. I did pick up a subscription. I can't remember if it's Letters to Apollo or Sadie Stickers, whichever one does it, but I know that I believe that they're friends. So one of those two does a subscription, and I did subscribe to it. So you'll see that coming up. But this is just absolutely stunning. I love this right here with the falling leaves, and then the words underlaid underneath it is absolutely gorgeous. All of these little things. And then there's all these Novembers in the middle to use during that time. This, you guys can already know, I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. And for the Polaroids, the old Polaroid style of camera stuff. Then you've got other like collage elements. This is really, really pretty. Yeah, I love it. This one doesn't have any foil on it, so this is a good place to add in pieces if you want to add in pieces of foil somewhere. Then you've got the florals, which are stunning. The these is like not full page, but half page, I guess, decos or large decos. Love that Thanksgiving dinner. This is absolutely beautiful. I think it's going to be a really nice kit for me for Thanksgiving to use actually in my daily journal. So this is one of the ones that's why I picked it up, is because I wanted to use this as like a special one to go in the book that I only use my most special kits in, which is like my sterling ink and now my Graceful Muse. That's pretty. I love having these, and then having that little bit of foil is just gorgeous. So anyway, that's everything from Cozy Corner kit. And then the other one I picked up, which I can use pretty much any old time I want to, is this one, which is more of a summertime, I believe, or a springtime. It's got a lot of greens in it. You've got the little goose down here, little baby chick. So I'm going to say more like a springtime. This one is called Fresh and Flourish. It's just like an old-timey, almost like a, I don't know how to explain, maybe like an antique-y style. How's that? Like old world style. Yeah, it is for March. This has March all over it. So, ooh, this is nice. Maybe this is, I hope actually that this is the subscription that I pick up, that I got. Look at these. So you have all of the dates of March. Now for me, March is already over with, so this one will not work. But what will work is, just bear with me on this one, but this is just washi paper, and I can literally just cut right there, little pieces, little scissors, and just cut it off so that they're not attached to each other anymore. And then, or are they even attached to each other? Let me double check. Yeah, they're attached to each other. So just cut it after the Saturday, and then you can match it up with what the day actually is for next year. So it's not 100% only usable for 2025. You can most definitely modify this for 2026. So there's that. I will save that sheet, but I'm most likely not going to save the kit. I will probably use this kit, because I still got all of April, and I think this is a really pretty artwork for April. And oh my gosh, do I love her. That is so stinking cute. This is really pretty. I love this like antique style. There's the florals. This is pretty. Your large deco. More. I like that. Not quite a bit. Some just plain deco pieces. You can totally see how she does her collaging when you start seeing what pieces come in it and then what she does with it afterwards. She's just really, really good at collaging. And then some postage stamps. I really do hope this is the format for the subscription. If this is the one that does the subscription, I will double check it and I will leave it linked. I'll put like a little something over the top of this so you know if this is actually what the subscription looks like, and if it is this one, because I did also order from Sadie Stickers and I cannot remember which one of them has the subscription, but one of them does not. So anyway, that's all I have for you now. I think this is super, super pretty. So I will be doing a plan with me using this and the new foils very, very soon. So hopefully, if by the time you see this, obviously it is going to be May, but if you go back, you will find plan with me using Letters to Apollo and some foil. So anyway, I'll be back in just a minute with some more. Okay guys, next up is Harriet Wright Design. So this is the subscription that I get every single month. This is not the monthly subscription. This is her, I don't remember what it's called, but I prepaid for like 6 months of this. And now she does have one that is actually called the monthly subscription that has actual months in it. So I think when this one runs out, I will probably subscribe to that one. I'm not sure yet. I don't know, because I also have a Sadie Stickers coming. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to subscribe to when I'm done with this one, but just know that she does have a monthly version in it, which does have like the months in it. So if it was a May kit, it would have May stickers in it and things like that. So this one does not. This one is pretty much, you can use this any old time you want. There are no dates in here that are specific to anything. So it is pretty much, use it when you want. So this kit is, looks like it's got a lot of very oceany kind of blue, almost summery looking, which to me, it's a little early for summer, but I will totally keep this in my little stash and use it in the summer. So you have like this beautiful beach cottage and some floral scenes with the bike. And this looks like a little cafe, maybe. Yeah, this all looks very beachy. We've got some outside chaise lounges, and then there's a lot of like beach elements here. So to me, this is more summertime. As you can see, this little cafe here looks very, very, very cute. The beach bag and shells. So yeah, there's that one. Live in the moment. That's such a gorgeous little like beach house. I would live there. I would totally live there. It's pretty. These girls are gorgeous. I love these. I'm not a big face-on kind of a glamour, what do you call them? I can't remember what they're called, but you know, the dolls or whatever you call them. I love seeing them like when they're faced away from the camera and you can see like their gorgeous hair and their dresses and the florals. That's really, really pretty to me. And then you got like a cabana. This one is a little strip that says today on it. These layering elements are super fun. You know what? This is probably going to be a lot easier if I get a white piece of paper so that you can see it. I do get my subscription on washi paper. So the rest of this I will do on a white background so you can see the actual artwork a little bit better without all the background stuff. Now these ones had like a lot of background noise, but hopefully you got the idea. Super, super pretty. I love these torn edges. Huge fan. Silver. It's got silver foiling. This sheet doesn't have foiling on it. I love that door. That reminds me of London because all of their doorknobs and stuff are in the middle of the door. And then your floral sheets. Ooh, that's a lot of that's a lot of foil in the middle. Pretty, but it's a lot of foil. I like these blues. And then this is a non-foiled sheet. Some beautiful flowers. Some more florals. That's gigantic. That would take up like a whole page. I know what I'm going to do with that. That's make a really nice opening page. Oh, that's going to look really pretty. I know what I'm going to do with that. And then another one with the corner on the other side and some half page, some quarter half page, like that. And then this is your sheet that has like all of your little dates and numbers, some layering boxes in the back, some smaller like birthdays, to-dos, watchings. And I love these right here. These little bullet points. I love using this and putting scripts right next to it. It's just my favorite thing. So anyway, that is everything that came in the Harriet Wright Designs subscription for this month. It's called, I don't even know what it's called. I don't think she puts a name on these. Oh, Live in the Moment. Sorry. Live in the Moment. That's what this one is called. I'm not sure what month this is for. I feel like it's probably for June. Yeah, I feel like it's probably for June, but if it's not and it's supposed to be for May, sorry. I don't know. I'm a little bit behind on these because it does seem like I get them a little bit later than everybody else, but it's because I'm in the United States and she's not. So anyway, that's all I have for you right now. Stay tuned. I'll be back in a second with some more. Next up, I have an order from Dash of Sun, and I did already open it up because I just wanted to make sure that I got everything that I had ordered before I opened it, because I honestly forgot what I ordered because it has been a minute since I did this. But I'm really excited because I got my overlays. So this is what I actually went on the website for, and then I ended up picking this kit up because, not that I obviously plan on using it this year, but I thought it would make like a absolutely gorgeous New Year's kit for next year, because I just never really use kits for New Year's. But this one really, the colors, I just really loved it. So this is Danny planning with Danny with a plan. Sorry, this is her freebie. I put her name in the notes because I really liked her freebie. Love all those edges. And then this is the regular Dash of Sun freebie. Some hot air balloons. And this is one's in a silver. Danny's is in gold. And then I picked up these. So I wanted some spring overlays, and I got the option where you get the 3 main colors. So there is a rose gold option, which it is just really pretty. Scripty writing with some butterflies, and then there's a silver version. I thought this would be really nice for summer, and then a gold one. So there's that, and then this is the kit that I picked up. Here's a little thank you card, and everybody's probably already seen this one. I'll keep it down kind of low so you can see it. Well, let me get the white background because I did get it on washi paper, so we'll do it like this. So here's the first couple of pages with all the big deco on it. This one is called Roaring Celebrations, and the colors just like really got me, and I really wanted this for a New Year's spread or some type of a celebration. It doesn't have to be New Year's, but I don't really plan on doing anything this extravagant. Like no occasions, there's no anniversaries, there's no like special birthdays, there's nothing coming up to use this for, so it's probably going to do exactly what I intended, which is to put it in my little stash for New Year's spread. I just very, very rarely see a New Year's spread that makes me want to plan with it. So there's this one. So I kind of like these doilies. I haven't been into this kind of background stuff, but with all the layering that I do, it'll be interesting to see how I use those. Then you've got your torn edges and some. They kind of remind me of like frames, but I'm pretty sure they're not cut out on the inside. So again, they're just going to be, yeah, they're not. So they're just going to be layering pieces where you'd lay this one down and then something on top, a quote or a picture or some deco or whatever. So you got those two there. And then the last 2 sheets are your days of the week, where there's several different versions of it, including some ones here where it is, you can barely see it, but there are Monday through Sunday in there. And then this is the washi page. So there is everything that I got from Dash of Sun, and I will be right back with some more. All right, let's get into some Graceful Muse. This is what came today, and I am in the mood to just sit down and totally set up the month of May. I have my sterling ink, and now I have my Graceful Muse, and I'm ready to go because each one of them usually gets me through about half a month. So since I have both of them in my hands now, I will be able to get the entire month of May set up. I think this is May, right? Yep, hello May. Whew, just making sure. I thought it was May. It said May on the thing, but oh, look at that. It's so pretty. I love this thick. That is nice. I got a new mat too. A new mat. Sometimes I feel like this darker wood doesn't allow for you to be able to see the stuff as well. And I saved this from Sterling Ink so that I have a white background to put all of the because I get washi paper pretty much for every subscription that I subscribe to. It's all washi paper, so keeping some things close by so that you can see all the goodies. But oh, look at how pretty that is. That is so pretty. Oh, that just makes me want to go it just makes me want to go outside. It's very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Okay, so let's start with this. So first off, you get this vellum overlay that says Hello May. Never forget how wildly capable you are. And it says spring. And it is in a nice gold foil. So we have that. And then you have this gorgeous paper. with the trace foil gold over like a lot of this paper, but mostly the butterflies stand out the most to me, but it's also in the flowers as well. I'll kind of move it around there. I think that's probably the best place. Beautiful, beautiful paper. Can't wait to use that. Usually for the paper, what I use that for is I either make a divider, which is what I did last month in my business planner, or I cover one of my smaller notebooks with it, and I'm not sure what I want to do with it this time, so I'm gonna just kind of set that off to the side and ponder what I want to do with that. But then let's get into all of these so you can kind of get a pretty decent vibe on what this is this month. But this is the freebie that you get when you subscribe. I really love that checkered pattern behind everything. I think that's absolutely stunning. I just made a watercolor checker pattern for my Lily's Diner, and it looks strikingly like that. I really love it. Really, really love it. And then here is your May overlay for the month. Your calendar sheet. Then let's move. Oh, this is so pretty. Look at that. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. I was going to do two at a time, but let's just do one at a time because I can hold this easier with just one on it. I love the floral corners. They're so pretty, but the spring meadow, it's just beautiful. Like this door. She does such a good job with this trace foiling. I've just never seen anybody do foiling like this before, and I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. Like sterling ink is more of a splatter type thing, and then what's the other one? This one here. I know I have it sitting here somewhere. Harriet Wright. So Harriet Wright is more of a, she's got some splatter to hers, but she's more of like little elements, like little decorative elements that she does on for her foiling. But man, Graceful Muse with her trace foiling is just absolutely gorgeous. And it's funny because if you really look at these pages, you can find where you didn't really notice it the first time, like this whole teacup is done. And this is more of an antique gold, not like a bright gold. It's more of an antique gold. Very, very pretty. Lots of butterflies in this one. Here are all of your washi strips and your floral dividers. Let's do it this way so I have to stop picking this up and down. We can just go like this. Wow, beautiful. Absolutely. I love the hair. It's one of my favorite types of people in my planner is when I can see them aside or like the hair or something like that. I'm not a big face on kind of person, but she's a beautiful face, so that's good. I like that. Those are really pretty. All of these actually are gorgeous. All of these what do you call them? Models, dolls. I don't know exactly what the name is for them, but hand-drawn people. That's really pretty. I love this. Like this kind of stuff is just, I love it. Love, love, love. Then you have more washi, which is another reason. It's another thing about Graceful Muse that I love is that she, yeah, this is the one with the torn edges. She has a lot of choices for like washi, and I love adding strips to my planner. So this one down here though is not actual strips. This is like little torn edges and stuff like that. There's, I think, circles in here. There's some squares in here. It's impossible for you to see it on the other side. Nope, no circles and squares this time. It's all torn edges. So this has little tiny graceful torn edges all cut out throughout this. And then you have strips. These are all strips here. I'm learning all the ins and outs for Graceful Muse. So here's your large illustrations. The name of this kit is Flutterby, by the way. I don't know if she puts these in the shop to be able to pick them up individually or not, but if they do, this one is called Flutterby, as you can tell because there's a lot of butterflies in it. It's your floral sheet. The bouquets are really pretty, but I love the corners. The corners are absolutely stunning. And then this paper right here is what I've been waiting for so that I could set up something in the May in my social media planner, because she gives you, like, I get enough dates and date covers in the sterling ink to last for the entire month. So instead of using these in my journal, I use the sterling ink, and then I use this everywhere else. Like I used this entire sheet last month, except for just a couple of these. So that was all I was missing, all that I had left over on this actual sheet after last month. So yeah, can I say that this is my favorite sheet? Absolutely. I love this sheet. So anyway, that is everything that came in this month's Graceful Muse papery subscription, and it is called Flutterby, in case you are looking for it. I don't know, I'm not on their PR team or anything like that, so I can't give you any of the information as far as like when subscriptions close, when they're open, if they're open all the time, if when you sign up, what the cutoff dates are. But if you like this kind of stuff, I would say just hop onto the website and sign up as soon as you can, and then you'll just end up either getting this one, you might be early enough to get this one, or getting the one starting in June. But either way, fantastic deal, absolutely gorgeous artwork, and her foiling is to die for. So anyways, I'll be back in just a second with some more.